He is one of the biggest and most recognized stars in the world, and the show that made him a star is shot here in Vancouver. But now, X-Files star David Duchovny is mounting a very public campaign to move the show to L.A., and he's slagging Vancouver in the process. That story's up next. He plays a man on a mission to find aliens among us, but X-Files star David Duchovny seems to be well on his way to alienating a good part of Vancouver. Duchovny has been very public in his efforts to convince X-Files producers to move the show out of Vancouver and to Los Angeles. And what he's saying now is raising as much ruckus as your average UFO sighting. Apparently, Duchovny thinks Vancouver is all wet. During an interview on NBC's Late Night with Conan O'Brien, Duchovny said, "Vancouver is a very nice place if you like 400 inches of rainfall a day." And he went on to add, "It's kind of like a tropical rainforest without the tropics, more like an Ice Age rainforest." And as you can imagine, news that an A-list Hollywood star is slagging Vancouver is going over about as well as, well, rain in August.
Call it the D-Files. D for dissing Vancouver or maybe departing Vancouver. The star of the most popular TV show shot here wants out. Even though an overcast, spooky West Coast day provides the mood for the success of the show, David Duchovny doesn't like our rain. And he's been slogging Vancouver in the U.S. media. In USA Today, he said, "I'm tired of it." And in the Morning Province, he's quoted on the Conan O'Brien show as saying, "We get 400 inches of rain a day here." And he wants to move the X-Files to L.A. to be closer to his actress wife, Téa Leoni. And on the Letterman show, he continued the theme.
In fact, we're working on a deal now with the city council up there. If you take your show to L.A. from Vancouver, we're thinking of taking this show to Vancouver.
Oh. Well.
Oh, you're going with us?
Yeah. If you take this show to Vancouver, I ain't going.
In a rainy Vancouver today, in a typical Letterman style, Vancouverites told us the top 10 things they would like to say to David Duchovny for his anti-Vancouver campaign.
Boycott the show, this fact says. Vancouver sucks, all right, then boycott the show.
The number 9 reason, watch out for the rain down south.
All the best to him in California. With El Nino coming, he may be in for more rain than he's ever seen.
The number 8 reason comes from tourism, which incidentally is up.
Any publicity is good publicity, and as well, for a lot of the American viewers, they might think that it's Vancouver, Washington.
Number 7 comment comes from one of Duchovny's friends, the man who brought basketball to Vancouver.
The fact is that Vancouver has a lot to offer besides its occasional rainy day, as you know, David. But you know something? That's what keeps our population where it is. We have trees, we have great people and great hospitality, and I think that when you reflect on all of those elements, it's something that has to weigh against the decision of where you choose to make your living. I understand you want to be with your wife, but maybe she should spend some time in Vancouver first.
Number 6 goes to the $6 million man who came here to play hockey in Vancouver.
You know, my experience in Vancouver has been great. Since I came here a couple months ago, the people have treated me great. I've enjoyed the city. The weather hasn't bothered me at all, and couldn't be happier at the moment.
Number 5 comment for Duchovny comes from the man who does the play-by-play for the Canucks.
David, apparently you didn't hear the long-standing weather forecast in Vancouver, which is if you can see the North Shore Mountains, it's going to rain. If you can't see the North Shore Mountains, it already is. Please tell all of your friends down there to invest heavily in our new Mercedes amphibian we're developing here.
The city's getting crowded enough. We got enough gangs here already. Don't need any more moving from Los Angeles. I guess you Hollywood types just don't like Vancouver because there's not enough smog and you don't have drive-by shootings every 5 minutes.
I understand you live on Point Grey Road, one of the prime real estate places in the country, and I think you should take a look outside your window a few more times and see what you're giving up.
The number 2 reason comes from the man who makes the umbrellas that keep the X-Files people like David dry in Vancouver.
I would like to issue him a challenge to see if he can find a place in Los Angeles that would make him an umbrella, and especially an umbrella he can use for the rain, because I think in Los Angeles you would need an umbrella to maybe beat off stalkers and muggers, but certainly not a rain umbrella.
The number 1 question for the X-Files star comes from a man who sees a lot of Vancouver from the street as he goes around town collecting junk.
You don't like Vancouver's rain? Leave, because I love it. I work in it all the time. Screw you.
Well, that's definitive anyway, isn't it? Wayne, I think you should challenge Duchovny to a duel or something.
Oh, you can't top that guy. He even topped McRae, which is hard to do, you know. Dave, we're just kidding you, though, pal. Yeah, let's do lunch, babe, really. We'd like to say, oh, there's our Vancouver Tower. That's not a bad little scenery there, David. Look at that. Yeah, we got the freighters at anchor there. We got the clouds coming in. Not raining yet. We are expecting a few showers overnight, though. So hang in there, Dave. Get this one. Happy 109th birthday to Isabel Dryden, born on this day in 1888. Family and friends gathered to celebrate, and we wish you all the very best from everybody here. Let's go to the airport now, where Dave's just boarding a plane. Mainly cloudy, 18 degrees, wind out of the east at 7. Our barometer dipping a little bit. 83% is our relative humidity. Check the radar and just see if there are any Duchovnys falling around here. I don't know if there are. Oh, just a little bit. That'll show up every now and again, just a blip. But we're expecting what you see here on Vancouver Island to just move very slowly across the lower mainland area and give us just a little light shower overnight. So, Dave, all we can say is we just hope you do enjoy yourself, and we will have a little lunch for you. Our people will be in touch with, and I'm sure your people will be in touch with us too. We got to go to our Skywatchers report now, see how the kids have done today. Children, how are things?